For this part of the lab, we are looking at the potential energy of a spring. I have the short spring attached to the force probe, and I'm using my iPod as my fixed object. So what I'm doing is I'm holding the iPod perpendicular to the table such that the screen of the iPod is the part that will collide with the spring. So all we're going to do for this part is take your device, roll it into the iPod, and let it roll back. This is an example of what your data will look like after the device has collided with a fixed object. As you can see from the force versus time plot, there's a sharp peak. This peak occurs when the device actually collides with the fixed object. You could also look at the velocity versus time plot and get a lot of information from this. This area here is the velocity of the device right before the collision. Here is the collision, and so here's the velocity right after the collision. You can see that after the collision, the velocity of the device goes to 0 due to friction, but if you highlight a small section right after the collision, you should be able to find the velocity right after. You can also use the peak magnitude of the force coupled with the spring constant of the small spring that you have found already in order to find the change in position. You can then use the change in position to calculate the spring potential energy. So good luck and have fun.